As usual, let's clean first. Brother. We'll get this act together eventually. Yeah, so primary liquidity points are still here and here. So which one are we going to touch first? That's the real question. Man, I gotta kind of feel like it's gonna be this one first. Get down to the one and see if there's anything that changes my mind. We'll go to the two, but close enough. Top of the morning, Josh. Is market open? No, it's not open yet. So yeah, my lean, my bias is probably this before this. And I'm just trying to figure out what the path to there could look like. Because, I mean, I see we rotated our kind of a most immediate low. We had some decent lift. The market structure here is up. I think this is how I would do it if I was a market maker. And if I was a market maker and I was going to aim to hit this low or smash that low, there's probably three places I'd want to do it from. And one of which I don't think we're going to get. I'd either want to pull in buyers above this high or this high, or I would want to pull in buyers up here. And that seems like a big ask for a Thursday in a bear market. Um, Now, if my intention was to bring price to here, well, then obviously I'd want to bring in sellers down here to fill my long position to go up there. Do we have that on the chart already? No, we're in kind of new territory here. We're in some new internal ranging action. Cool. So I'm more than happy to look for a long off the low. And I would just take it to the other side of the range. I wouldn't try and take it too far. Yeah, because I recall this. We had this kind of end of all this liquidity. We did find some stop there. We almost rotated to the very top of the range. So yeah, new range. Treat it like a range. Yeah, so for longs, I want I want to see sellers get brought in where I done said down in here. And then for shorts, I want buyers here and buyers here. And targets for shorts is still going to be here. And then if it lets us through, we'll look to run these equal lows down here. And whatever further stuff down here, like this guy. There's probably something else on this chart, I'm sure. Yeah, there's plenty other stuff on the chart, right? But the immediate target would still just be 63,211 decimal six. All right, let's get prepared for Boredomville. You know what I need to do? I need to start bringing story time to the stream, man. I need to start bringing story time to the stream. For the point where we just sit and get real bored. Soul, what are you going to tell me about? Okay. So you did indeed do this, but you didn't create a new low. You SFP'd yesterday morning's low. So we look at our new range from here to here. And I'm almost the same as Bitcoin. Actually, I kind of take. Here's my thing on this. This has already hit this weird internal high, which makes me think that maybe we shouldn't be looking to this one on Bitcoin. And then, yeah, I would want. What we have up here, 15-minute. 15 valid, yes. 30 valid, yes. 45. I like it better on the 15 and the 30. Let's go with the 30. Get that supply sitting right above us. So, yeah, I think it makes more sense to see buyers in this area if you're going to absorb into limit shorts. And then, yeah, and then if I want a long, I want a long down here or down here. ETH, do you say anything different? Or are you just going to give us the same boring ass story? Was that an NPOC up there I hit? No. What about weeklies? Please? Oh, maybe it is weeklies. Well, then maybe. What about dailies? What about daily POCs, bro? I swear to God, it was already on daily. Well, it's fucking neither, is the moral of that story. So, don't try and make something that it ain't. Yeah, I think ETH looks worse here. But I'm kind of the same situation here. I want buyers above these highs. And I'm kind of similar on targets for shorts. XRP, what are we doing over here, buddy? That thing literally ran to 3 hours and stopped. We have bearish structure off the top here. So let's see, let's get some of these lines out of the way. I think for XRP that would look more like running out of supply. So if we get a sensical orb today, a sweep of the top side of orb would make sense to me as well. And we've already looked at Sol, so you are not going to be Sol that we're looking at right now. Is market open? Market's been open for 3 minutes. Cute. And Q, how's your range going, bro? How's you doing? How you doing, homie? Starting to build some lows. We got to be cautious of basically a rotation of the range high on NQ. Just starting to build up some lows here. Right, so like decent liquidity to this low, not much to hold you up below that low. So as far as where a major move would initiate from, I would say deviation range high. I know, sounds crazy for me to say that, but I think we need to be cautious of this. And USTDDDDs. Okay, so we got this guy still, which kind of implies that we need to take out this. And so we have a bearish break here. Climb back up, missing the SFP. Do we have demand below us? I feel like you're down there, bro. I feel like you're hiding from me down there. Are you not? You're somewhere. You're somewhere, asshole. I'm gonna find you. You're not gonna fucking hide from me. Okay, we got it on the 10. We got it on the 15. We got it on the 30. We lose it on the 45. Okay. So a little bit of demand left down here. It's nothing to write home about, but yeah, so we'd be looking for bullish deviations this low on tether for those longs. We'd be looking for a bearish deviation of this high on tether for those shorts. And I have ran out of things. The size of this range isn't bad, but I really want either that high or low to be swept. I don't know if there is enough internal liquidity to fuel either right now. Josh, I think we're probably talking about this range on Bitcoin, right? I think your instincts are serving you well there. I think your instincts are serving you well there. I think our better trades are here, or a big bearish loss of this and some retest back to this. So either longing here or shorting here, depending upon the approach. Shorts up there makes sense. And here is danger zone. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. And I feel like I didn't say good morning to one of you two, but I feel like it was Jason. I feel like it was Z7R. Top of the morning, dude. Okay, so since we kind of covered the majority of the crypto market, at least large caps, is there anything interesting on something like oil, I don't know, SpaceX, gold, silver, something? Dude. Well, I mean, we have the potential to. It's not the most attractive return to zone, but it's not the worst either. Boy, it really isn't the most attractive return to zone. I mean, like, that's good, but this big climb up with a nice high on it, not so great. So we may see a bearish loss of this range. Get some supply right here. You know, is it a POC too? Close. Do we like it for trades on a Thursday? Uh, I mean, as long as we remain inside a deviation threshold here, my rules require me to remain bullish. So I would say the most immediate thing to be looking for here is probably, one more snip at the local low or something, and then a roll up. And I don't think that's a trade that I have any interest in today. Bitcoin, you doing anything interesting yet? No. What do we have on the golds and the silvers? We have a top that looks like it wants to develop in supply here. We have a damn near 4-hour top. Okay, so this is definitely more interesting. This is definitely more interesting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got to be really careful around this low. But I'm beginning to think if we can't clear this high on market open, I'm beginning to think we start aiming for that low down there. It's going to be close to a 3R. And then obviously if we can let this range go or even make it to demand down here, we're looking a hell of a lot better. So let's I like this one better today. I do like this one better. It's like, what am I doing? Getting the old exchange fired up. Is this shit XBR? No. Okay, definitely not XBR. That's oil. All right. Now, how did you decide to open? Mostly market orders. We've almost got our orb. Bro, what do we? No, 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 we're good. Just stay there. You go, sure. Update to the latest version and then go away. Let's get our orb fleshed out here. Boom, 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 boom. You guys miss the music on the stream yet? Probably not. Probably not. Dude, I thought I turned these off. Let's clean this up a bit. What was the deal with Ondo and Hype? Why do I feel like one of those was interesting yesterday? Is it Ondo or Hype? Okay, well, it was definitely not Ondo. Ah, it was Hype, but she just came on with the came on, kept on with the kept on. No breaking of the structure, just an SFP. Where you going, Hype? You going up here, homie? You going up here? Alright, so best I can do on this is set an alert here. Now, see, what was the one that said that hated on that idea? It was Soul? Alright, Soul, you need to hold your open, bro. You can SFP your open, but if you bearishly break your open, we're going to have some problems on our hands. All right, so current thoughts are if we take another run at this high and can't really set a new high and start to roll back over and see some signs of absorption, maybe divergence, it'd be interesting for a short. Outside of that, I'm still waiting for up here. If we do break this, or at least touch this, then we're going to have some market structure to break prior to aiming at the open. So it might make more sense to wait for a break. And then obviously we're going to have to be very careful when we hit the open to see if it's going to attempt to rotate back up or not, because we don't know. We haven't really significantly tagged limit orders down there, in my opinion. Okay, so far so good, man. This is shaping up decent. Let's move this alert up here. Get an alert there. Feel like this open could be a bit better still. Like, in other words, now that we've deviated this low, it would be nice to come back above open and tackle some supply. Touch that high. Don't be a ninny. Bum, 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 bum. Another tab going. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we gapped open all the way down there. I missed that. It's not even a relevant line on the chart. Man, are we distributing on Tesla? I gotta wonder if we are distributing on Tesla. That's funny, Jason. Man, it feels like it's gonna be a good day. I don't know about on this front, but vibes are feeling high today. Oh, jeez. Hammer through some charts to see if there's anything interesting out there. XTZ, huh? XRP, huh? Could you have formed a better fucking low when you did that? What a shame. No spring. Nope. I got Bitcoin open on the other screen. I'll keep an eye on it for now. Shame on me, bro. I absolutely missed this supply right here. Yeah, structure wasn't that great in there anyway. Bitcoin, you need to get your fucking act together over there. Poor return to zone. A Model 1 accumulation that turned into a Model Q2 accumulation. That's your Model 1. And this is your last point of demand, making your Model 2. Yeah, let's not short that right now. Gold, how you holding up? Good for you, Gold. Sui. Not interested in you today. Bitcoin, you finally going to turn up for that high, bro? Oh, how about night? Yeah, we can take a look at night, man. Let's take a look at night. Spy and Nats rocketing. Yeah. That's what we thought there. Anyways, let's go look at night and lab. Yeah, we did hit that low. We had a reaction off of it, but we don't have any bullish structure on this yet. Top of the morning, Jadhani. Well, if it's morning for you. Good morning from me to you, wherever you are. Yeah, so lab's got to show a floor here. I think it's got to. I mean, we either need to look at pulling this low again, dude. I want a solid line. Yeah, I think we got to look to pull this low again. And the better way to do it is just going to have a build of liquidity going down to it. Or we just don't really have anything worth talking about down here. It could develop a good return to zone still. Um, But I need to see this hit at least. And the other one was night. Did I get that right, bro? That's hilarious. Oh, no, I didn't. The candles never went there. So it's this internal low that probably caught your attention here. Nothing wrong with that. So you have like about two different styles of structure between the high and the low here, two different time frames, two different somethings. Um, we have this is your primary structure between these 2 points, and then this is your primary structure between these 2 points. Um, and we seem to have failed that high. And then when we look at our structure between brother here and here, we bearish. So I would say order flow expectation on night is still to take out this low. And I don't think it's going to have a great reason to stop there. I mean, it may. But I think we need to get down to this guy still. Afternoon there, man. Get Fartcoin daily, sure. I mean, Bitcoin's just going to bore us to fucking death today anyway, so might as well find anything to look at. Oh, daily. Daily. Let's just wipe the whole chart. All right. So, daily market structure. You have a loss daily here. You have a regain at daily here. Range. Loss of daily. Break of range. So here's your main problem with Fartcoin, right? The giant capitulation event. That's an unfair terminology. The giant liquidation event that occurred in the market back in October. You were still floating in the middle of that. Well, okay, not in the middle of it. I'm just saying you haven't taken the low, right? Like Bitcoin's taken this low already. Daily currently bearish. The daily break market structure here. And you don't have a return to bullish on the daily. I would treat this entire area as a range of supply. That's big ugly range. We don't need all that. I'm having trouble giving credit to that low. Let me check a lower time frame. It's not hateful, but I would say it's pretty equal to that. All right, so what do we got here? So lows, failure to clear the high, purge the low, probably rotate the highs. I'd look for shorts here or here. And I would target here. That's where I'm at with the daily chart. My coffee cup is depressingly low. I think we're going to initiate above orb. The amount of time we spent in here kind of took some internal lows. Definitely decent amount of longing in here. Kind of feel like we're going to initiate here. And then I'm looking to here next. And wouldn't be surprised to see an initiation from here. And then I'd be looking to here next. Is there any risk to reward left in any of that? So it's risky because you don't want. I wouldn't want to take a breakout trade of this because we could easily get absorbed here and come right back. I think it would need to make the initiation a vertical initiation and crawl back down for something like that to work. Because I'm still waiting to see if we fail to clear this too. So I can't trade a breakout there. That's exactly what that market maker wanted me to do. A lot of long stepping in here. I think that was the most of the session. Yeah, Binance had about 114 come in just above the high. I think I'm going to go break even on this. Because if it kills this high, then I would suggest it's going to rotate the open and test this up here. So I'm going to go to break even on that. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going break even. I don't care. Surely don't. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I think I'm going to try and scalp this. Really doesn't look like a top yet. Nope. It's just going to be another boring open. Well, I mean, it's already been dreadfully boring, but I don't think it's getting any better, guys. I don't think it's about to get any better, y'all. Uh, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we were looking for a couple of things this morning. We were looking for a couple of things this morning. We were looking for a deviation of this high for a short, or this high for a short. And outside of that, we weren't long till here, or short again until up here. Dude, right, Josh? Like you could, bro, you could have sat there and drank the coffee, and came back, and it would still be boring. Welcome to the bear market. We have increasing volume here. I think I mean my only other thing here is um attempting to play long through here. Might be, I think that might be how I have to treat this, because I'm gonna leave here pretty soon. So I might have to treat this if this is just not. This is just, there's not a lot stacking on my side here. I think for me to long here, I would have to cover market open. Um, but here's the thing, man. If you come to market open, I don't think it's gonna stop there. But, like we're above VWAP. Longs are not really getting absorbed yet. Dude, we got to start doing story time. We have to redesign the stream. We have to come in and we just have to tell stories for an hour. So at least there's better entertainment. Fuck it, I'll short. Fuck it is what it is, man. I just don't. You've bored me enough that I'll let you take my money if I have to. It doesn't look like a great top to me. I don't think volume supports this idea very much, but I'm going to make a commitment, and that's what it is at this point. I still think there's a very good chance that what's happening here is these shorts are getting absorbed. It's a pathetic break. It's not even really a break. This is like fucking coin flip as far as I'm concerned. It's not a I'm not risking a percent on this. I'm in third of the position, and is what it is. I'll take the L4, you guys. Yeah, Soul kind of laughs at this idea. ETH doesn't give a shit about what I think. XRP says, maybe not such a terrible idea. What is US? What's Tether dominance say? Tether dominance says that this is a fairly laughable idea. Okay, Tether dominance so far agrees, but that says it could end at any point in time. Fine, I'll reverse the position. See how fast that left me out of the park? We could just go up here and let me go to stop loss to break even, then I can leave. It's a trash chart. I'm not exactly set up for success here either way because essentially, if we got the whole target out of this without ever getting stopped out, it's like fucking 1.8R trade because I'm at a third margin, right? So this would be, yeah, I'm at a third margin. So divide that by 3. Yeah, I see gold swept all of its immediate lows though. Yeah, that I mean that might not have been bad idea, but like if we look at how did the session flow again? Yeah, probably not a bad idea to have been long that whole time. Um, I see what you mean. You're getting a pretty bullish candle off of kind of taking out. I think we got all of these. Yeah, we got all those too. But we haven't really broken any structure yet either. Definitely picked up some orders though. What's volume look like? Oh my god, so much more volume on this chart. Boy, they keep the market makers busy on this chart. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and go stop loss to break even on this and move on with my day, man. I'm like, come on. Come on. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, I can't with this anymore. Well, ladies, doubtful. Gentlemen, uh, I love you guys and I'm rooting for you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Hope you have a fantastic Thursday. Thanks for coming for another, dude. We just have so much boredom and ahead of us still, guys. It's just relax, cause it's gonna be boring. It's gonna be boring for a bit. Yes, it is. Gonna be boring for a bit. So, adios, mijos. I don't know, Jason. Um, yeah, I'm long on Bitcoin right now. Yes, yes, sir. And I'm short on gold. And looking like it might. I'm at stop loss break even here, so I'm not going to take a loss. But looking like I will have watched profits get put into my hand and then taketh away from me. Um, Jason, what do you want to study tomorrow, bro? Maybe DM me or something. Throw me a message on Discord, because like the problem is like I sit down and I start going through like, okay, should we cover this concept or this concept or this concept or this concept, blah 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 blah, and then I go, Jesus Christ, I feel like I beat all those subjects to death. Um, that's where I'm struggling with the Friday study sessions. Is I just feel like I've beat the subjects all to death. Um, and I don't want to repeat myself just for the sake of repeating myself. So, if you have a recommendation for me for tomorrow's study session, brother, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. And until then, I bid